This season, Bayern Munich are not just winning, they are dominating in a way that makes opponents lose hope even before the match begins. In the Bundesliga, Bayern no longer look like a team that has to fight hard for 3 points. They step onto the pitch with one objective, and almost always achieve it. Big scorelines like 4-0 against Werder Bremen or 5-1 against FC Augsburg are no longer surprising. They've become routine. Even strong teams like RB Leipzig are not truly safe. They try to resist, try to defend, but in the end, they collapse under relentless pressure. And that dominance doesn't stop in Germany. When Bayern step into the UEFA Champions League, the stage where only the best survive, the same story unfolds. They went to the Santiago Bernabeu, the home of Real Madrid, under heavy pressure and came away with a 2-1 victory. That wasn't just a result, it was a statement. And if you look deeper, there's a pattern that keeps repeating in every match. 3 names that always appear in crucial moments. Harry Kane, with nearly 50 goals this season, Luis Diaz with over 20 goals, and Michael Olise, who not only scores, but also creates countless chances. This isn't a coincidence. This is the beginning of something much bigger. A goal machine that never stops. In every Bayern match this season, one thing feels inevitable. Goals will come. It's not a question of if, but when. Whether it's the 4-0 win over Werder Bremen or the 5-1 demolition of FC Augsburg, the same pattern appears. Bayern don't rush, but they don't give opponents room to breathe. They build attacks patiently, lure opponents out of position, then strike with speed that's hard to match. In many games, they are already leading by more than 1 goal before the opponent fully understands what's happening. And at that point, the match is practically over. At the center of it all is Harry Kane, the gravitational force of the attack. Nearly 50 goals across all competitions show not just his sharpness, but his consistency. But what makes Bayern even more dangerous is that the goals are not concentrated in one player. Luis Diaz, with 23 goals, provides a constant threat from the left, often scoring at crucial moments when opponents focus too much on Kane. Meanwhile, Michael Olise, with 16 goals and numerous assists, acts as the connector that keeps everything flowing. If one route is closed, another opens. If one player is marked, another appears. This is what makes Bayern not just sharp, but almost unstoppable. Numbers that form a system. If we only look at the numbers, this might seem like a productive season, but when those numbers are combined, the picture becomes much bigger. More than 80 goals have come from these 3 players alone. Add their assists and their contributions exceed 130. That means in most of Bayern's goals this season, one of Harry Kane, Luis Diaz, or Michael Olise is involved. This isn't just high statistics, this is dominance in numerical form. A system that repeats, stays consistent, and keeps producing the same outcome: goals. What makes it even more interesting is the flexibility of their roles. Harry Kane doesn't just wait in the box, he often drops deep to build play and create space. Luis Diaz doesn't just stay wide, he cuts inside to become an additional finisher. And Michael Olise isn't just a creator, he's a real scoring threat. When all of this comes together, Bayern are no longer dependent on a single way to score. They have multiple pathways, and all of them are equally dangerous. Proven on the biggest stage. Many teams look great domestically, but struggle in Europe. The pressure is higher, the opponents are stronger, and mistakes are more costly. But Bayern this season have shown they are different. Against Real Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, they didn't look like a team playing away. They played with the same confidence they show in the Bundesliga. They attacked, controlled the game, and ultimately won 2-1. This wasn't luck, it was the result of a well-built system. In that match, the same pattern appeared again. Luis Diaz scored with a quick movement that was hard to anticipate, while Kane added another with a calm, clinical finish. Michael Olise contributed by building attacks, creating space, and controlling the tempo. This proves one key point. What they do in the Bundesliga is not a coincidence. It's something they can carry to the highest level and still succeed. Deadly efficiency. If there's one word to describe Bayern this season, it's efficiency. They don't always create the most chances, but they almost always maximize the ones they have. In many matches, they don't need 10 or 15 chances to score multiple goals. Just a few moments, and they are already far ahead. Against teams like RB Leipzig, matches can change in minutes. The first goal opens the gap, the second widens it, the third ends the fight. Behind this efficiency, the trio is the key factor. Kane is almost always accurate when given a chance. Luis Diaz can create danger even from difficult positions. And Michael Olise has the vision to see openings others don't. This combination makes Bayern not just dangerous in attack, but lethal, because when chances come, they almost always turn them into goals. Towards something bigger. Right now, all indicators show Bayern are on the right path. They score a lot of goals, win many matches, and dominate their opponents. Kane is at his peak with nearly 50 goals. Luis Diaz continues to grow as a major threat from the left with over 20 goals. And Michael Olise is maturing into a consistent creator. This isn't just a trio in good form. This is a trio building something. But in football, all of this must be proven in the biggest moments. Statistics can impress, dominance can be clear, but legacy is built on winning at the highest stage. If they manage to win the UEFA Champions League, everything they've done this season will take on a different meaning. They won't just be a great team, they'll be remembered. And at that point, the conversation will change. It will no longer be about how many goals they score, but where they stand in history. Because football always compares, always searches for the best. And if Bayern continue this dominance until the end of the season, they'll start being compared to the greatest trios ever. Names like Lionel Messi, Luis Suarez, and Neymar, or Cristiano Ronaldo, Karim Benzema, and Gareth Bale. But to reach that level, they must complete one final task: win when it matters most, because only that can turn a great season into a legend. So, what do you think? Is this trio already the most frightening in the world right now? Or do they still need a major trophy to truly be recognized? Write your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe, because if they keep going like this, we might be witnessing history.